First, I want to talk briefly about what is happening to public schools here in Pittsburgh and Southwest Pennsylvania.
We are here tonight with GPS Pittsburgh. It's a brand new coalition of community, faith, and labor organizations that are coming together for great schools in Pittsburgh. We had 1,000 people out tonight, really sending a very strong message that we're going to stand up for our public schools.
I think it is fair to say that Dr. Ravitch knows what she's talking about when she speaks about U.S. public education.
Somehow what's called school reform has turned into an endless process that includes budget cuts, firing teachers, firing social workers, laying off librarians, laying off guidance counselors, closing public schools, turning public dollars over to private managers and entrepreneurs, and pretending that test scores are the most important outcome of schooling. Many teachers and principals, and with good reason, feel that they have become public enemies.
We were really pleased to have Dr. Diane Ravitch here in Pittsburgh for the national premiere of her book. In fact, it got launched here in Pittsburgh tonight, so we're very proud of that. And Dr. Ravitch, of course, is really an expert on U.S. public education, and she came here tonight to tell us what's happening to our schools. They're being defunded and they're being privatized.
Here's another hoax. The private sector always does it better. Wrong. What the private sector does is they engage in something called risk management. They get rid of their losers and they keep their winners. We have to educate all children, not just the winners.
Rather than looking at the children and their education and their futures, we're not focused on children, we're focused on big business. And that's really the biggest problem with this situation.
You have in Pennsylvania 16 virtual charter schools. They have low test scores, they have low graduation rates, they have high attrition, and the name of the game is recruitment. Just keep enrolling more and more kids, have signs everywhere, have stuff in malls to attract people and promise them customization, personalization. It's all nonsense. The kids are not learning from the machines. They need to be with human beings.
There's huge amounts of money, over $1 billion, going to charter schools from local school boards, local communities, to failed charter schools. One of them has 11,000 students, all of whom on average are doing much worse than if they were in a public school.
This community has a vision for what public education needs to be. We believe that every student deserves a full, rich curriculum with art and music and history and physical education.
I'm here to fight for the kids. I'm here to fight for their education.
We're fighting for our children. We shall not be moved.
And I'm here in concert, in unison with all of us who think and know that the kids are the only piece of the equation that matter, and that it's the piece of the equation that is least paid attention to.
And I am very discouraged how our governor has handled funding for education in Pennsylvania. We don't have enough materials, the class sizes are so much bigger. There are a million different ways that the funding cuts have impacted us.
My son right now has library like once every 3 weeks. One of the best classes I took was library because it taught me how to answer my own questions. And these kids, they're just kind of getting put on the wayside.
Reduced class sizes is particularly important in the early grades, and particularly for children who are having learning problems. They need the extra attention, which they will not get in a classroom of 25, 28, 30 children.
The sizes of the classrooms are much larger, and you have less staff able to work with the kids appropriately for certain disabilities in the classroom and learn the issues that they have.
All children should have a full and rich curriculum, not just reading and math, not just what's tested, but the arts, physical education. It's a hoax to say that children can have an education that does not include a program in the arts.
They took the instrumental program out of my school in 6th grade, and I was like excellent at reading music, and I haven't read it since 6th grade. It's not making the schools any better, so maybe if they put it back in there and seeing how we progress, because we do an excellent job with the band, and it definitely provides a safe haven for all the students here. So
closing schools decimates communities. It's a knife in the heart of the community. Why not go into the school and find out what the school's needs are and address them instead of closing the school?
They're closing schools, they're forcing kids from different neighborhoods to go to school together, and it's just an absolute mess. Kids in the neighborhood see, oh, you can't keep our high school open, but you build an arena, and so it gave the kids a different sense of direction that education's not important anymore.
You cannot continue to have bad ideas that fail and fail and fail, and without the public waking up, and the public is waking up. Protecting our public schools against privatization and saving them for future generations of American children is the civil rights issue of our day.
There is a choice that needs to be made, and the choice is, are we going to privatize our public schools or are we going to strengthen our public schools?
We have to invest in our children, and we have to invest through education.
I'm just thrilled that so many people are showing up tonight. It means that people care.
I see so many walks of life and so many generations here in this room.
I would like to close by saying, may God bless our teachers, our principals, our librarians, our social workers, our school psychologists, and all those who go to work every day and educate and protect our children. Thank you.
You know, when you get 1,000 people out in a community the size of Pittsburgh, it tells you something. People care about public schools, they care about where their kids are going to school, and they're ready to stand up and fight for them.
We have everything we need tonight as far as information. To not only hear this information, but to do something.
This is really an unprecedented coming together of community, faith, and labor organizations. We've never seen anything like it here in Pittsburgh, and I'm really excited about the potential for moving forward together.